had to help him. He was very thankful. He was trying to get to the store. Well, he was on my way. And it's nice to help people. Let him roll? Well, it's uphill. And it's a very steep hill. And he was having trouble. Like, his arms were starting to hurt. I could tell, like, on my way up. Like, it's, like, he started and then he got about halfway and he rolled, like, halfway back down. And I was like, no! My kindness in me, it screams to help. So I rolled him all the way up to the store he was trying to get to. He was happy, which made me happy. And then the walk made me happier, so I'm a little over energized right now. All right, I gotta react to something big. Our boy Gigguk. You know the best boy. You know the best boy Gigguk. Gigguk released. I only watched a little bit of it. Because, you know, I love my boy Gigguk. But I knew you guys would want me to react to this. Because anime is Boka. Boka real life. Nice person. Boka stream. Frick you! Maybe. Alright. It's time for the summer 2024 anime in a nutshell. By Gigguk! By Gigguk! Already at 500,000 views. Good gosh, Gigguk. Don't forget to drop this a like if you enjoyed the react. And like, obviously, if you're not subscribed to Gigguk, why are you subscribed to me? Like what? Huh? No, I would give you head pets in real life as well, Roy.
My Oni-chan.
My Oni-chan.
Waking you up with love and
What the fuck are you doing?
Did you just tell your sister to
Are you
smack?
saying at the beginning of every one of these videos how many new high-profile shows are coming out? Well, welcome to Summer 2024 anime, where we have romance anime, including Sussy Sisters. Romance anime.
Oh my gosh, I've been watching that anime. Oh my gosh. I'm basically the brother, where I'm just like constantly one-upping her with like, sis, you have made a mistake. She's like, she thinks that flashing me has like made me aroused or something. He's like, you made a mistake. You messed up. The sneak peek is where it's at. And she's like, go! You have bested me, brother. Consume the one. Thank you, Squiddy.
With Sussy Sisters and my editor doing the trademark scroll of the seasonal charts. Okay, we're scrolling. We're still scrolling.
We're still scrolling. There's so many good anime coming out.
Sussy Sisters! Take up your time. You know the drill by now. It's a summer anime video, so enough waiting. Let's just bloody jump right in.
Is that the Boka?
One lurker. Is that a Boka?
Is that a Boka? The Boka is here. Oh, she did.
Any second now. She's dead, isn't she?
Yeah, she did. Ba-da-bum-ba-dum, ba-bum. Ba-da-bum. Ba-ba-dum, ba-bum.
Guys, I'm sure we hear.
Yes! Colored! It's anime in a nutshell. You gotta watch anime with me.
Yeah, I'm guessing you like watching anime. What? How did you know? So shouldn't you be able to watch as many titles as you can as painlessly as possible? Well, with today's sponsor, ExpressVPN, you can do exactly that. With ExpressVPN, you can unlock tons of anime because you can
when you
choose
watch
wherever in
anime,
the world you
Colette is going to bed.
I watch a little bit of anime when we colored. And I sometimes start it early so that you can watch more.
To unlock the entire library for that country. Here in Japan, we have a ton of anime that aren't available elsewhere.
No, it's a battle. It's a battle band.
For example, but on my
this blue thing on my head, it is a battle band. It is not a ribbon. It is a battle band. It powers me up.
And sometimes I want to make use of my
not that I need it. It's actually nerfing me. Because without it, I would destroy you instantly.
if I'm not feeling to Nihongo Jozu, but it's
Not
completely
cute!
blocked here
It's
in Japan.
terrifying!
So if I want to watch some good old-fashioned
So you have to be very careful not to tear it off, or I'll get even stronger.
subtitled anime, with just one click, I can swap myself over to America, and the entire Crunchyroll
You totally nerd.
library
You're
is
all
available
nerds.
for
You're
me.
watching
But
me.
it's not just Crunchyroll. I can also get access to tons of regional content on other streaming services like Netflix, which is one of my all-time favorite anime, Your Name. But if I want to watch it with subtitles, I have to switch myself over to Singapore. The fact that it works on all my devices, phone, TV, computer, makes
Meds.
it effortless
Also
to catch
Boka
all
the
the
new
anime
banner
I want
character
to
for
watch
Zenless
whenever
Izard.
I want. With a single tap of the button, it's incredibly
I want her
easy
so
to
bad,
use,
but I
and with
can't
just
get her.
one
I have to
subscription,
wait
can connect up to
because
8 of
I
my
want
devices. So,
Samurai
what are you waiting for?
Girl.
Click that link in the description or go to expressvpn.com/Gigguk2024 to find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN.
Oh shit, you're a nerd.
for
Yeah,
free.
you are,
Yes,
Squiddy.
free. Thank you very much.
Squiddy. You are slightly cooler nerd if you sub. It's true. It's scientifically proven.
Very much to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. Let's
Bokath
get
1
on with
Cretu
summer
I want Jane Doe.
You want the booty.
2024.
Let's be honest.
何が最も尊ばれるのでしょう。
Gamers.
当然、
Gamers.
魔法の才能。
Fuck! Okay, stop me if this sounds vaguely familiar. Short, muscular boy donning a black cloak who can't use magic in a world dominated by magic enters a magic academy aiming to be the top magic person in this magic world, gets ridiculed but is actually super strong, taking down everything with his brute strength and big sword. Hold up. I would start filing the DMCA claim myself.
Let's be fair. This one's actually really good.
If the show didn't go
You'll totally be the coolest in your particular friend group. You can't be the coolest in the world, because that would make sense. Because then there could only be one sub. Like, even if you all subbed, only one of you could be the coolest. But you're definitely the coolest in your friend group if you sub.
so goddamn hard.
Save the valleys!
This is Wistoria, an anime coming from the director of Black Clover, could you tell? And the writer of Danmachi, could you tell?
And the character designer.
No, if you
Cross
saw
out.
the twins
Could
and
you
everything
tell?
I had put
A
in Gotcha
what?
Chat, you would understand that I have past experience with characters with tails.
Hashtag hides tail slightly. They will follow.
It's a premise we've seen before, following a formula that's oh so familiar, but presented in a shiny new package that looks absolutely phenomenal. Episode 1 hits you with this heart-pounding, jaw-dropping action scene, with the director seemingly taking all the lessons learned from working on Black Clover and refining it to the highest degree, then continues to deliver in the very next episode. On a visual standpoint, we're starting the season off with a bang, because I don't know if any other show is going to look as good as this. Okay guys, I gotta get serious for a bit. Now,
No, Roy! Roy, if you end your sub, you become uncool. I mean, if you end your friendship, you become uncool. You're the coolest in your friend group if you sub, but you become uncool if you end friendships.
I know
For stupid reasons.
you can see the title of this show, and I'm very aware of what kind of taste you think I have, but just listen to me when I say
Gigguk likes. Let's be honest. What do I? Guilty.
with zero irony that this show is legit. No, guys.
Twitch makes you uncool. Time to give it a painful hug. Are any hugs painful if they give you the human contact that you've so desired?
Guys, hear me out. It isn't a meme. I'm being serious this time. It isn't what you think. Just give me a chance. I know. With the title like Days with My Stepsister, I too was expecting this to be the next trash-filled dumpster fire being the spiritual successor of Domestic Girlfriend, but this somehow is a 100% serious, thought-provoking, somber drama with no cliches, fan service, pandering, or
Which is amazing.
anything you'd expect from a romance story between steps.
What am I doing? I should
What are you
have
doing?
this. We are reacting to Gigguk's new anime. The run through of all the anime for this season. Because we stand the Gigguk.
siblings. I know you're thinking, step
Pegasus!
sibling romance without the spice? That's about as useful as fapping to get pregnant.
Boka,
But
you need
honestly,
to play
this
a
looks
game.
Like, okay, you probably won't.
I need to play a
But
game.
this honestly looks like they are trying to tell a grounded story about two people later in their lives meeting in awkward circumstances and the realistic drama that would surround
It's free.
it. It's beautifully shot, atmospheric, taking its time with songs that speak right
It's
to the
small.
heart. This shit is the Dune 2 of incest. This is, unironically, a really promising looking drama, and I swear to
It's
God, it's
cute.
not because it has a sister in it.
Please stop TTSing right in the middle of the react! I'm gonna stab you.
Alright, what's next?
No, it's not you,
はいよ
Boka.
マヨ兄ちゃん
Okay, guys, listen to me.
Gigguk. Gigguk. The allegations are bad here. Gigguk.
When I say with zero irony, Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. This
Which
anime
is awesome anime. I watched the first 2 episodes early on in the season, and I've watched up to what's current now, and it's such a good anime. I'm gonna be honest. The boy's based, and she is adorable.
Its appeal is pretty simple to understand, you know, it's one of those cute little romance anime I'm comfortably watching on the living room sofa. Looks pretty wholesome and innocent, then my dad walks in, sees this shit plastered on screen and goes, "Gone!" Scooch over, son, let your dad watch too. This time we have a girl who flirts with the guy, but the catch is she does the flirting in Russian. But wait, the twist is, he secretly understands her because he also knows Russian for some inexplicable reason.
Cause he's a nerd. He studied Russian. Because he really liked a certain game that was in Russian. I think it's that. I can't remember the exact reason.
I don't know. I never counted. I am not really a math guy, you know?
I'm just waiting for the episode.
I love how he's like in front of the number. He's like, I don't even really count it. Bends over 6,000 hours.
He reveals that he understood her the entire time, and the episode title is just Clueless Japanese Guy Surprises Foreign Girl with Perfect Russian. Normally I've gotten tired of these
That would be totally funny.
kinds of shows now, but I think I'm gonna give this one a chance, and you might be wondering why.
I looked up to 3. I didn't actually see the rest.
No, Tokukobo are just
But I've
so
watched
good at
some of
what
these
they do,
anime
they might
that
as
he's
well be giving
mentioning.
instant shots with everything they make now.
実の兄弟だからいいんじゃねえか
It's not because of the little sister.
You know what's hilarious? This sister is literally like Gigguk female.
The character. It has been a while though since the season hasn't been completely dominated by high-profile sequels, but there are still a few. Tower of God is back. My Hero
Power of God being back is Pog.
Academia is still airing. Along
I
with
want y'all to know that that is one of the anime we will be watching this with viewers.
Shy Hero Academia starring Bocchi the Rocket, more near a tomato. Hopefully the hype for this season remains and it doesn't get plagued with production issues.
Near a tomato.
Fairy Tale 100-Year Quest? Who's asking for more fairy tales?
Oh, I've read a lot of the manga, Roy.
私の大切な仲間なんですこれに免じて
You know, I think we may have been a bit...
Moving on.
too harsh on Fairy Tale. Their fans have had it rough recently, and you know, every anime has its positive points. Monogatari's back to show all these modern anime
I agree.
how it's done. See, unlike all the other anime this
Although I
season-
don't like that they still push the whole Lucy not to thing. I don't like that at all. If Lucy was a bit better of a character, I would be on board. But honestly, I like Lisana's aspect way more. Like, it's so easy to make her look OP, Lucy, because she's literally using basically gods in keys.
season, Monogatari has historically depicted a more normal sibling relationship. All right, grab the kid. Grab, go, grab. Come on, you got it. Just get. It's a kid. Go, guys. I got him. Ah, dude, what the fuck? You got my arm.
There was a misinput. Calm down!
Oh, no! Blah, 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 blah. That is like crazy friendly fire.
You calm the fuck down!
Cloverworks continue to prove that whether or not they mess up an adaptation, at the very least, everything they touch looks absolutely godlike. I thought Wistoria would far and beyond be the best looking anime this summer, but the sheer creativity in some of these storyboards, the amazing direction...
I really want to watch this. This one looks very interesting.
...casual art style switch up, and the pure animation eye candy might just put it a step above. Having said that, I'm a bit confused as to what kind of tone we're going for here. Some dude gets diced up to a pile of bloody cubes, the whole village is massacred, a fucking kid gets beheaded. It has some of the most grueling, gruesome imagery.
Which is nasty, but it's like, at the same time, it looks really good.
Find all season, then it hits you with a... This is like a shonen anime taking place during the Red Wedding, but credit to Cloverworks for being able to get this much attention worldwide. This is meant to be set during a real historical time period in Japan, and it's stuff like this that can get an international audience interested in your history. I wonder what the Japanese audience thinks of this. That's enough history lessons for today. Alright,
moving on.
We've got to switch things up. Isamu Dazai has one of the most tragic stories in Japanese history. As one of Japan's most famous novelists, Dazai experienced a darkness few humans have ever encountered, leading him to attempt to take his life not once, twice, but 4 times, to which fate denied him and forced him to continue living his torturous life. Eventually, he would put his broken soul into the novel, No Longer Human, one of the most harrowing pieces of media to ever be created, before he would eventually be able to successfully take his own life, finally fulfilling his wish of being left alone and finally given the grace of death. Anyway, here he is in a wacky isekai. Yep, we got a silly comedy about a depressed author who wants to off himself in another world, jumping...
What's hilarious about this anime, I've watched, I think, 3 episodes now. This anime is hilarious, but also, like, it might just be the next evolution of isekai, like Slime was. Because, hilariously, one of the first, like, OP moments he has is literally that he's so unhealthy that he's basically toxic to life-draining trees. Like, he's just so depressed and so, like, exuding unalifeness that a tree tries to drain him, and it had the opposite effect of killing the tree.
Oh, I saw a little of this. It's really funny.
It's hilarious.
Like it's a mukbang video and charming goddesses with
and what's hilarious is the goddess, she looks away and he takes a lot of pills like to off himself and he starts dying. And she's like, oh my god! Heals him. She's like, how are you dying? Then she saw all the pills and she's like, stop it. And he's like, and he starts scooping them up slowly in front of her. He's like, why'd you do that? And she's like, stop this!
Suicide Riz. God, that line made me...
Like, that's not even a joke. It literally is.
As I myself. This isn't the first time anime has taken creative liberties with their historical figures, but it does make you wonder, is there anything they won't put in an isekai? Yep, don't adjust.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this isn't that great.
Your screens, this is really happening. When I first saw this get announced, I had to double check that the date wasn't April 1st.
It's okay.
This is an idea you'd expect for some wild fan fiction, but
I can't take my meds until like 5.
All they needed to do was to give us anime Harley Quinn.
I need to run down to the store where they're at.
I knew you would come.
All in all, this seems like just a fun, don't take too seriously type of show, giving us exactly what we'd expect. The Suicide Squad having a romp in an isekai fantasy world, but I'm not sure if I was expecting a bit more coming from the writer of Re:Zero and animated by Studio Wit, a studio that has historically put out banger after banger, because I'm not sure if there's anything else taking their focus. What the actual fuck? Hello, my dear friends. Today I want to do a class presentation about everyone's favorite animal. Deers. Here are some fun deer facts. They can run up to 30 miles per hour. All male deers grow antlers. They have an avid aversion towards anyone named Connor. Deers are actually majestic creatures.
Gigguk, that is foul.
Let's have a look at some of these magnificent animals in action.
Nah, you're fine.
Deers can be found across the world, including countries like England, Japan, America, politer America, the North Pole.
Why?
And of course, Narnia. There are over 40
Why?
species of deer, such as the red deer, the reindeer, the dead deer,
Why does it say rain as in to rule?
the Australian jump.
Is that Gigguk? That's on par with a Full Metal Alchemist meme, and you know it.
Deer, or as the locals call
That's not a deer, that's a kangaroo.
it, Jumpos. And of course, Deer the Rock
Jumpos?
Johnson. Here's a fun deer joke.
Wait, The Rock was a deer?
What do you call a deer with no eyes? Blind. That concludes
Oh, no.
today's presentation. I hope we all learned a little bit more about deers today, because I have no idea what the fuck this show is about. I parry everything. Now, this is a fantasy
This is a good anime. I love this anime.
action about a man who parries everything. He parries swords, he parries a staff, he parries a goddamn cow.
ありがとうございます。おかげで助かりました。よろしければお名前を。
いや、名乗るほどのものじゃない。
Based.
This is pretty much what the title says it is. An anime tailor-made for all you Sekiro fans out there. An anime tailor-made for all you
Street Fighter 3 Third Strike.
fans out there. And it's nice to see a protagonist who doesn't look like the same beta soy boy for once. I just want to see how far they can.
I love this anime for three reasons. One, I agree. I love that he's not like a young boy or a young girl. This guy's actually pretty old. I love that it's like it's a twist on the OPness like idea where he has super powerful skills. He has the three most basic skills anyone can have. He just trained for like 20 years trying to get stronger skills, because that's what he was told. He was told some skills evolve if you keep using them. What he doesn't realize is some of his skills are so high level that they're like basically like tier 4 skills. Like Parry can parry hundreds of swords. Just for an idea. Like he can parry like skills that really shouldn't be parryable.
Take this concept. Can he parry a gun? Can he parry a nuke? Can he parry my invasive thoughts? Oh,
Basically.
ho, you can parry everything, huh? Well, parry this. You're a talentless hack who'll never achieve anything in life, and you're old. I had sexual relations with your mother.
That didn't happen. I'll be right back. I gotta go back from one quick. Oh my god, that didn't happen.
A few moments later.
Alright, I'm back. Alright.
Elsewhere in fantasy, plus-size Elf is here to undo all the good the Dumbbell Show has done for weebs, with the series giving us some American representation in the only way anime knows how. That's right, blonde girls. If you're a fan of cake, I don't think you're ready, because respectfully,
Wait,
this anime
no
doesn't have
WTF?
cake. It's the entire fucking baking industry. We got Onis, we got Dark Elves, we got Marcel after season 3 of Dungeon Meshi. Failure Frame is your pick if you want some dumb, edgy fun.
Right.
This one was a niche concept, but I actually enjoyed it. You have a girl who is basically engineering her own magic tools in a fantasy backdrop.
This looks cool. I do kind of want to watch this one. We're gonna just ignore that last one. Yeah.
And I was honestly impressed. You truly do feel like you're in a made-up fantasy world because they actually made engineering look fun. We're gonna play some power fantasy that is no different from your generic OP main character in a fantasy world, except this time the protagonist is in his 30s. And I feel offended that this is a representation they think 30-year-olds want. You want to give us a power fantasy? Give us a mildly exciting new kitchen appliance, the ability to stay up past 2 a.m. Hell, wake me up when there's a protagonist who doesn't get a life-altering injury because he slept funny one night. First, there was anime.
Anime.
Then came fictional idols.
Yeah.
In anime avatars. Then came real life idols in anime avatars. Now, I present to you fictional anime about fictional idols playing real life idols in anime avatars.
I don't know how well this one's gonna do. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't look that interesting. Like, even coming from a VTuber, it looks... What's the word? Mildly interesting? From like a, you know, I guess uniqueness standpoint. But that's about it. I would probably get this like an episode or two.
For the first time, anime has actually given us a VTuber anime that accurately depicts the culture and content to the point where even I was surprised. Real looking live 2D models using OBS as a streaming software, they play actual stream games like Getting Over It and of course going live on OurTube? Anime has been screaming for a true-to-life depiction of VTubers, but I gotta wonder how accurate it is to have a drunk VTuber who just shouts obscenity on stream. Huh?
That's literally his wife. Did they put his wife in the anime? Did they do that?
I like to eat ass.
There you go. That's literally her.
You know, for once we have a season not dominated by isekai or fantasy because romance seems to be going through a bloody second renaissance this summer. Senpai's and Otokonoko is a cute little romance where a girl confesses to a female crush only to find out that they're actually a boy.
One can only dream.
This is just Astolfo fans coming to terms with their sexuality. My wife
That's
has
literally
no
what that anime
emotions,
is.
AKA man gets dumped and immediately goes to fuck his toaster.
This anime, I don't know what to say about.
I get that this is meant to be a cute and innocent little series about a guy falling for his robot.
Well, yeah,
housewife
you can. A lot of
clients,
these
but
are
dude,
animes
seeing this
that
guy
or
awkwardly
manga
attempt to chat
that are
up his
being turned
toaster
into
gave me
anime. That's
shades of the
literally
same
what anime
energy as
is.
watching a grown-up Kazuya from Rent-A-Girlfriend. Bro is being a certified smegma male. Another sister romance anime? Wait, no. False alarm. It's just a romance with two girls who are sisters. Look at that anime. No Sweet Home Alabama this time. This one actually has the most accurate sibling relationship because it's about two twin sisters taking it turns going, Mom says it's my turn on the Xbox. But you know, instead of playing Call of Duty, they're playing Halo Reach for My Peach with their childhood friend. Two-player co-op. I would have picked Call of Duty. Enough of your
I would pick Call of Duty. I'd pick Maple Story.
harem anime, the girl who is the harem. She can be a tsundere, kudere, dandere, little sister. Yeah, add that one to the list. Introducing.
I'm admitting to nothing about that anime.
Anime's very first Omnidere. This is just the girl.
To give you basically a short, too long didn't read description of this season of anime, besides like all the like really good anime that are coming out too. Well, these are good too. A lot of these are. I have a few ways to describe it. Gigguk the season is one. I wish I had a cute stepsister is another. And possibly give you the sister fetish the season. Those are my
game cartridges that promise 100 games in one. I was wondering where harem anime could go after one man finding 100 girlfriends. Who knew that?
He's showing off the like the most crazy ones. He already showed you pictures of all the like. These are obviously really good anime.
100 girlfriends in one. Wait a minute. This is just weaponized schizophrenia. The proper etiquette.
That's literally what it is, by the way. Like she literally, like each day will be a different girl. Because he wants to be popular. But her way of making him feel popular is like every day being a different girl that's like, oh my god.
When conversing,
You're
with
interesting.
Girls, a guide by 2.5D seduction.
Hug 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 big sis bokath 1 heart.
Honey!
Wait, you're telling me a 2D obsessed, unsociable, hentai addicted weeb starts an anime club by himself, and the only person who joins is a cute, attractive girl whose only interest is cosplaying his favorite character, right before a hot superstar model transfers over, who's actually his childhood friend that's had a crush on him for years, and all they want to do is get him to take pictures of them cosplaying as hot
What is this
cultured
Luda
anime
stuff?
characters?
Bok you
You
Luda.
motherfuckers
How
tell me
dare you?
isekai is the power fantasy genre. From the creator
Not me, it's Gigguk. Not my fault that this season's a bit sussy.
of Kyoto, we've got another mystery detective series that is certainly a treat for the eyes. It might not be Kyoto animation, but this still looks bloody beautiful. The background, the atmosphere, the directing. This
Cut this part out, by the way. Where is throw? Throw is not during reacts! You can have it after. I'll pretend I got hit though. Ow, color.
looks gorgeous. Wait a minute. Oh, they're not siblings! We're finally safe, boys! This is a different kind of detective story. There are no high-stakes mysteries to solve, no murder to uncover. It's about solving the little mysteries you find in everyday life. They have a
Not a looter. Like I said, 1, Gigguk's video. 2, not my fault this season's lewd. 3, I've already, like, not even commented on 2 of these anime. Being a bad reactor for you guys.
10-minute Sherlock Holmes breakdown about how this guy makes his hot chocolates. This is like if Makoto Shinkai adapted a Reddit thread from r/mildly interesting, but somehow it keeps you engaged all the way through. It's about getting you invested in something inconsequential, finding something interesting
But you would
in the
have,
mundane.
if
and it
Kurat was
really
not
shows
here.
how
You
these
dang Luda.
people
You don't know that. Don't you gaslight me.
really need to find a fucking hobby as soon as possible. You'd be in an isekai then, mate. This season has been a no-holds-bar free-for-all for romance, but even with all the choice on hand, there was still one that impressed me the most. Too Many Losing Heroines shows a guy accidentally witnessing a short, blue-haired anime girl getting last place in her own romance anime, like, all of them, and through that forms an unlikely friendship.
So
before
let's ask
unwittingly becoming
then.
the
So
center to a
Boka, if
bunch of other
Kurat was
girls who
not
have all
here,
been the rem-
would you have?
I would not
Bokath
have.
one gun.
Obviously. Stop with the TTS.
That rivals Amelia, if you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Or
If
we're about to
romance
lose your
anime were
TTS
Evo,
privileges.
This shit is the losers bracket.
For
This is
reacts.
one of those shows that is self-aware enough to poke fun at all the cliches that plague the romance genre, but doing it in a way that clearly celebrates everything that it's taken inspiration from. It gives you some great character writing, organic banter and jokes, but isn't shy about hitting you with these emotional scenes in between all that. Oh, and did I mention the production? This anime just seems to be teeming with passion. Just look at the ending. They had to experiment with new dollies and camera rigs, combining live action shots with real cell animation to get this cool aesthetic. All this effort for something 90% of you are probably gonna skip anyway, but that's how you know they
Don't skip the opening. At least watch it once to see if you like it.
give a shit. And it looks like the team have taken that same passion and put it in the rest of the anime because it looks fantastic. Out of all the romance anime, this had the strongest premiere and is one of the shows I'm going to be keeping a close eye on because
Yeah, I'm
it's
keeping a
just-
close eye on this one.
Look, I don't know what is up with all the sussy sisters this season, but I
Gigguk is not gonna beat the allegations this season.
swear my mum's life, this is not the reason I'm praising them. We just have a whole season where some of the most popular or beautifully crafted shows
He's
have-
right. It's just so happens that this season is bad. This season's filled with it. Okay, it's not
little
our
sister in love
fault.
Who seems way too enthusiastic about their brother, okay? Look, there are other animes you could watch. I mean, what else is hot this season? Nobody say a word. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed
Gigguk, stop!
that video. Thank you very much this month too. Author Curtis Eckstein, Baz
Oh my god. I'm face palming. Based, Gigguk, based.